What's up, IBL fans? Daxdleader here, back with another coach interview. This time, I am joined by none other than Tyler, coach of the New York Cosmogs, Phantombass. If you want to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Insert introduction here. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? What's up, Phantom Force, Cosmogs fans, and other people that don't care. This is Phantombass. What's going on?
Alright, so I've got a few questions for you as usual. We're going to start with a pretty generic one, just to know more about you, about your content. So you obviously, being in the IBL, do Draft League content on YouTube, but do you do any kind of other Pokemon content on your YouTube channel, and do you have like other platforms where you post content?
That's a good question. A long time ago, and I'm wanting to bring it back because I used to do LPs, Nuzlocke and such. I finally have an LP in the works. That could be coming soon to a YouTube near you. Other than that, I have a Twitch. I haven't streamed in many moons, but I'm wanting to do that again because apparently a lot of people want me to. I just gotta find the time. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Other than that, it's just a lot of Draft League content.
Nice. Alright, so on to our second question. Tyler, do you think Draft League is a stable industry? And what I mean by that is that, like, you got the OG guys that started the whole thing, right? Like, with all the GBA Season 1 people, all those, like, it's mostly that, right? That's what kicked off everything, but when you look at it, like, A-Drive has a kid, Shady's married, Joey's married, you know? So, like, there's all these people, like, all these OGs who are, like, getting kinda old. So, what do you think the future of Draft League on YouTube is looking like?
I still think it'll be around. We got a lot of people that are doing leagues, starting up leagues, running leagues, and then a lot of people that enjoy recording and doing that kind of thing. And Shady's come back to league format. Freaking the creator of league format has come back to it after taking his own hiatus. I'm pretty sure A-Drive's addicted to it. Everyone that started league format, very few people I've seen that are bigger names have left, and left for long, I should say. And so either they're gonna, I think it'll stick around for a while. It's pretty stable just because it's a unique format. And I find it to be probably the most competitive way to do Pokemon. I enjoy it a lot.
So I'm gonna build on this a little bit, actually. So would you agree that there's like, I agree with what you're saying, is that like it's gonna stick around for a while, but there are two ways that could happen. For either the OG guys keep making content until they're like 40, and even later potentially, or the new people start rising up, and they become the face of Draft League. Because right now, like I said, all the most popular Draft League channels are all like quite a bit older.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you there. I think we'll see a little bit of both. I think we'll see some of the older guys stick with it, still keep uploading till the end of time, and then you've got the new people. I think that's what you're going to see more of, is new people rising up, taking up Draft League, making it their own, still keeping it popular, and still keeping it a relevant thing. So, right. I mean, for me, I'm kind of the generation that was in between the old guys and what I feel is the newer generation of people coming up. Because, like, I started playing Draft League right at the end of GBA Season 3, I believe. So, and I just kind of stuck with that, and a lot of the people that I'm friends with in the community are from around that same time. So we're going to see a lot of people that started Draft League after me coming up and doing, while some of us in my generation are going to be getting towards the end of it, while the people that first started it are going to be either ending, or there's going to be that one or two that sticks with it forever. But,
right.
you know. That's what I see. It's going to be kind of like a taper off, I think.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I, for one, I started watching Draft League at UCL Season 1, and I started watching the GBA at Season 5, but I
Yeah.
only started playing, like, less than a year ago.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot of people who know what's up, like, who know what they're doing. Like, that's how I felt. Like, starting my first league, I didn't feel like a newcomer to the format. I was like, and I did well.
Yeah.
I went positive.
See, that was the funny thing about mine, too. My very first league, I was brand new to the format. The only thing I'd ever seen was, only things I ever watched was Shady Penguin play in GBA for Season 3 and 4. And I watched Mega Mogwai Season 4, and that's kind of where I learned my stuff. But
Well, I mean, those are two really good people to watch. If you're just gonna watch two people.
see, funny enough, I turned around in my very first league, made the finals. So
Nice.
that was, but I mean, it's been up and down for me, and that I've just recently come back to like being consistent again, because like with the new generation, just everything kind of toppled. For me, I kind of
Makes
took a
sense.
break. I took a small break from league format for a while and then came back. But I mean, I've been in and out like on non-upload leagues, but like as far as uploads go, I took a break from that for a while before I came back to it. Just kind of stuck with the little showdown leagues that kind of just come up
Yeah.
here and there.
All right. So, I think we're gonna move on to our final question, and that's gonna be: do you agree with the concept of reverse drafting? Reverse drafting is the idea of deciding early on that you want like a lower tier mon, but you don't grab it round one. You're like, okay, this round I'm gonna grab this lower tier Pokemon, and then you build around that, expecting to get something later on.
I was just going to say what's funny enough for me is that what I may or may not have done in a certain league that we're interviewing for right now.
Haha.
Not with the name of that, of course. Like, it's just, I knew there was a couple mons in the low tiers that I wanted. I didn't build the team around them, but I knew they would be essential to my team as long as I got them. And I'm happy to say I got them both. But
All right, cool.
it was interesting. And the only other thing, I built around one top tier mon I wanted, and then I had two low tiers that I really wanted, and everything else just fell in from there.
Okay, so you've clearly done it before. That was going to be my next part. Have you ever tried it? Well, I mean, let's talk about some other leagues, maybe. Have you ever tried something like that in another league? Where, like, you really... It's not like you just picked mons that fit. You, like, actually decided early on that you want to get a mon much later.
Yeah.
Because... actually, let me clarify something. Usually people do this when they think that a mon is, like, undervalued. As in, like, it's in a tier that it shouldn't be, or something. Like, it's too cheap.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's funny is I did that a couple of times in the CPCD league this past season.
Okay.
I saw... Well, first my plan was I was going to go Coco Lucha. And then I looked at my team and I was like... The first thing I saw with my team is... Once I got sniped to Mega Scizor, which I was very sad about, the next thing I said was I'm grabbing Mega Camera Up, and it's going to be my last pick of the draft.
There you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And then there was one other pick I had before that. I was like, I'm going to grab a Alolan Raichu right before that, so because no one else is going to take it.
There you go. So did that work out for you?
It did. Yeah, that draft plan worked out pretty decently for me. Like, it's funny enough, I had a really good team. I just parts of it were just bad prep on my part. Other parts were just I just wasn't fully into the team after a while. It was like, ugh. I don't know. It was a dread to build for after a while. I love the league. I love the commissioner. Just didn't have the heart all the way in it, I guess.
Right. So, my final part of this question is, do you think reverse drafting is better than standard drafting?
I think it depends on the tiering structure. I think it depends on how much everything costs. And I think it depends on what you're planning to get. Because there's always a mon in the front of your head that's a top tier mon that you want to get. You can't avoid it. There's always that one you want to get.
Right.
My mindset is I want my low tier mons to complement my top tier mons.
Yeah.
So, in a way, I think it works out really well. The fact that if you can plan out your low tier drafts early, or low tier picks early, and then you can guarantee that you're going to get your top tier pick, and makes really certain that you've got at least parts of your team that are going to work together. So in a way, I say, yeah, that it's a good way to draft it. In another way, I would say, as far as low tier mons go, making sure that you keep in mind that if someone somehow takes your low tier mon, you got to know you got to back up.
Right.
And that's the thing as well. A lot of my drafting tends to fly by the seat of my pants. I don't always, because a lot of things I want get sniped. Even the crazy stuff in my mind that I want to take sometimes gets sniped. So I'm like, okay, we'll just have to go with what I can think of off the top of my head sometimes,
right,
or what I think fits. It just depends.
All right. That yeah, that's well, that was pretty informative. I don't know, that's the best one I could think of. But thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, man.
And we'll for sure be checking you out in the IBL.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this season. This is gonna be a fun one.
Good luck, man. I'll see you around, and I'll see all you beautiful fans watching later.
Goodbye, friends.